Hi everybody and welcome back to Rebellious Menstruation. This is a Q&A on what I dislike about the cloth pad community. I did raise it in another cloth pad tag, but we'll go into it further in depth. The promotion, so basically what I dislike is my major bugbear is that the promotion of the idea that cloth pads, menstrual cups, sea sponges and period underwear and or are the solution to any and all period ailments. It is very frustrating to watch another video, or in fact repeated videos, where people mention how much lighter and how much less they bleed once they change. Quite often these are accompanied with extraordinary stories of change, from debilitating pain and bedridden pain to essentially drug and pain-free periods. The reason this is usually attributed to the change from to single-use disposable products to reusables is that there is a perceived chemical is due to the perceived chemical cocktail in tampons and pads and the non-presence of these things in reusable items. However, there are many other factors that are involved here, and not just the products involved. However, it is one of the things that you do consider. There is the cultural shame imposed on women and the very prevalent philosophy of essentially what would be plugging it up. Or essentially trying to get rid of it, or get rid of any mention of it, or any visible representation of the blood. There is a history of taught shame, internalized shame, and internalized taboos, including prohibited and or religious participation, prevented cultural participation, and an inherent deviance from what is considered normal, which is essentially male. So male is considered the default human, rather than actually, in fact, women. So if you understand anything about biology, you will understand what I'm talking about. However, to continue, worldwide there is a lack of or limited education when it comes to menstrual health and education surrounding that and women's health. Meaning the primary sources of information can start in the schoolyard and be full of misinformation, rumours, half-lies and mythology. There is also the fact that your menstrual cycle and flow will change naturally and normally over time. This is in fact perfectly normal. However, it is mostly unnoticed or ignored because women have been trained to ignore their menstrual cycle and plug it up. When you change from disposable single-use products to reusables, you actually have to become far more intimate with both the consequences of your period, like the actual blood on your cloth pads, period underwear, sea sponges or menstrual cup, and are more likely to have and you are also more likely to be changing various other aspects of your life as well. Well, I have been a vegetarian my entire life. I have also reduced the amount, once I started switching over to disposables, I started reducing the amount of dairy that I eat in my diet, and I also added turmeric, peppermint, magnesium and magnesium supplements to my diet, meaning that my period can and will change naturally and normally in accordance with my environment and my diet. Well, it can take up to 10 years from the commencement of your period, which means if you get it at 10 or 11 or 12, if you get it at 12, it can take till you're 22 to even out all of those hormones, because guess what? You're in puberty. Other environmental factors outside of puberty are hugely influential, like diet, weight, lifestyle, and the amount of exercise that you're doing, and particularly for women, the type of exercise that you're doing. For example, gymnastics and keeping, like, you know, the low weight of gymnastics can quite often have a severe effect on menstruation. It is also very frustrating that within the cloth pad community that there is all this promotion of fear about tampons and pads, and a lot of it can be misleading. I've seen quite a few videos of where tampons and pads, or single-use tampons and pads, are set on fire, and when they emit smoke, there is an automatic call that it is carcinogenic. This is not only horribly irresponsible, but it is also endemic of the lack of education and research into both cloth pads and tampons. The cloth pad community can take some of these extremes in opinions and misrepresent them as facts. There are many excellent reasons to change from just single-use disposable products to reusable products, including, but not limited to, not wearing tampons and pads due to the plastics and chemicals within them, and the health concerns that they raise, including not putting these products inside your body where these chemicals can be absorbed and cause abrasions. There also, which is a big one for a lot of people, there are quite a few environmental issues due to the amount of waste that is being left on the planet due to these disposable products. However, lying is definitely the worst way to encourage people to make the switch. Please make videos, discuss, research, and continue all of this type of stuff and discussions. But please do not bow to bullying, bad science, and scare tactics to scare people into changing rather than making better decisions. Hope this video helps anybody out. The disclaimers and contact details are all in the description box below. I hope all of you enjoy your morning, afternoon or evening, depending on where you are in the day when you're watching this movie, and I hope I see all of you guys in the next video. Bye.